oil stocks, including crude oil. So crude on Friday, it closed around 87. All right. So, and this level is basically breakout level of 2021 highs, and pretty much after that invasion, that's where we were pretty much trying to get above, and that's where we had this huge run, and pretty much we were staying above $100 for quite some time until summer, right? You can call it however you want. For me, I think it's just a pullback, even though it came down quite a bit from 120 all the way to 87. And as long as we hold these levels, I do think that we can try to push higher. And it's not your typical tech where you can just play it super technical. It's a commodity, right? And you have to, if you haven't traded commodities, you gotta be careful, okay? You gotta be careful with counter trends, both up or down, and also, based on that, basically, I would like to look at 2-3 oil stocks that I'm watching from here and technicals for those stocks. So first one would be Chevron. And Chevron, I was watching this chart on a daily chart. You can see I was watching first half of the year, this uptrend as a support, and then we created this resistance line here. And as soon as we slipped, we pulled back all the way to 200-day moving average. And whenever stocks are in general staying above their 50-day and 200-day moving average, you don't want to be bearish, okay? And especially if those trend lines, if those moving averages are trending higher, you don't want to bet against the stock. So far it may be in a consolidation zone, but if Chevron pulls back a little bit more here to test 150, that's where the support is. I would definitely look for some long opportunities. As a breakout, I would be watching right here, this 165 area as a resistance, and then above we have resistance somewhere here at 175, and then of course 180. So those are the resistance levels. Very simple. I don't like to overcomplicate the charts. You can pull up volume bars, RSI, whatever you do, but this is very 200-day, 50-day, very institutionally used. The more people are looking at this, the more people will believe in certain setups. So that's why I just keep it simple by looking at 50-day, 200-day, 100-day, sometimes even 20-day and 5-day if it's super short term. But let's take a look at Exxon Mobil, which is maybe looking about the same as Chevron, but a little bit more bullish, I want to say, because it didn't pull back aggressively. It never tested its 200-day moving average. It's still above its 50-day moving average. So if it pulls back towards $90, look, it was resistant right here. And now if it forms as a support right here going forward, I think that's a good demand zone where people will come in and to pick it up. So of course, from its highs, you can see it didn't pull back as much as Chevron did. So what about Occidental Petroleum? So Berkshire Hathaway, I think, was trying to, I think they already acquired almost 50%, I believe. You can double check that information. So after that news, we saw this huge run up, make a new high, and then pull back with overall market. So if the stock basically comes a little bit more down to this breakout zone, I think this is a good demand zone for the stock, because look at it, how long it spent in this 55, 65 zone, 63-ish zone right here. That's where a lot of buyers are. I mean, maybe there were sellers, but this is a strong support for now for Occidental Petroleum. If it comes down to these mid 60s or low 60s, this is a good demand zone. Ideally, I would, of course, wanted to pick it up somewhere at 200-day moving average. But even if it pulls back to these 65 levels, I would be looking to possibly play long with options this stock. So this is the basically update for those three stocks. I haven't covered energy names in the past, but yeah, let's keep an eye on it. I do think that we can have a rest of the year rally, because if you look at the crude oil, it's still trading. It's like at these levels, these companies are still making a lot of money. If you go back 10 years, crude oil is still above its pre-pandemic levels, and all those companies that had energy companies had really good profits last 2 quarters. I think they're still making a lot of money, and they will be reporting very strong earnings as long as oil just stays above this 85, and even if it just chops around, they're making a lot of money and they will be reporting good earnings. So I'm watching crude, just like I said, at 85. Maybe it will fake out, maybe flush, and then come back up, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Take care. Peace.